Kneecapping the Postal Service in the middle of a global pandemic 2 months before a presidential election is really irresponsible.
Congressman Tim Ryan calls for support of the U.S. Postal Service. YSU students adapt to school during a pandemic. And the Austintown Cinema prepares to reopen. This is the Daily Buzz. Hello everyone, I'm Mike Moliterno. Welcome to the Daily Buzz. Our top story today, amid the outcry over mail disruptions, Congressman Tim Ryan is calling on the Trump administration to step up its support of the U.S. Postal Service ahead of the November election. Ryan discussed issues facing the post office with current and retired postal workers today at the main office in downtown Youngstown.
I have confidence after talking with the workers here, talking with the postmaster, that the ballots can be processed effectively. The big question really is making sure, working with the local county board of elections, that the ballots get in quick enough.
Ryan said he supports efforts to make the post office more efficient, but said those conversations should be put on hold until after the election.
We know the Russians were involved in the last election. The president asked them to get involved. Now he's casting doubt upon the mail-in ballot process, which is no indication of any fraud. Military people have been mailing in for decades now. And to wound the Postal Service is only going to hurt veterans who get their prescription drugs from the Postal Service, seniors who get their prescription drugs from the Postal Service, and the ability to run our election. So I think everybody needs to calm down. No changes right now. Don't be taking out any machines. Let's keep the capacity as it is, and then have this discussion in the middle of November.
John Dice, president of the Ohio Association of Letter Carriers, said that while he couldn't confirm them, he's heard reports of mailboxes being removed in the Warren area and of processing machines being taken out of the Cleveland Processing Center.
We like to deliver the mail on time. We're asking everybody to mail as soon as they possibly can, but by eliminating the processing machinery and collection boxes, it obviously impacts the time it takes for us to get it delivered.
Postal workers say recent actions taken by Postmaster Louis DeJoy are to blame for the delays in the mail. In his 2 months on the job, DeJoy has eliminated overtime and instructed postal carriers to begin their routes, even if it means mail arriving later will be left behind.
We don't like to see mail sit, although in some places across the country they're being told to let it sit now, mail is being delayed. We have people who aren't getting their mail for a couple of days. Again, we're a service industry. We provide a service to the American public, and it seems that we're cutting back on our services. I don't know how that can help us at all.
We're never allowed to leave not one piece of first-class mail. When I was here, if we left one piece of mail, we had to report that to Cleveland. So when I'm now hearing these stories about mail being piled up in corners, that is just, it keeps me up at night. It really does.
DeJoy will testify before Congress on Monday. In the meantime, the post office has said it has stopped removing mailboxes and mail sorting machines. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is calling the House back from its summer recess to vote on legislation that would stop the Postmaster General's changes from taking effect. A vote on the legislation, which also includes $25 billion for the post office, is expected Saturday. After months of anticipation and preparation, fall classes at Youngstown State University are underway, with students by and large following university safety guidelines. Nearly all the students Business Journal reporters encountered on the first day of classes were wearing masks, and those that weren't were walking alone. Students took the opportunity to enjoy the outdoors, but kept gatherings to just a few people. For several, seeing their fellow students adhering to guidelines was a welcome sight.
I mean, I had a little bit of nerve like the day before coming, but when I got here for move-in day, everybody had masks, so I was a lot more calmed down after that.
It seems like everybody's trying to keep everybody else safe, and that everybody's trying to maintain their distance and be responsible for themselves and for others.
Whether students would follow safety measures was a topic of concern early Monday after pictures of a large gathering of students at an off-campus housing unit circulated social media. In a statement, a YSU spokesman condemned the gatherings, saying, quote, "Such gatherings are unacceptable and put the entire campus at risk."
I kind of expect people to get a little bit more loose with it. but they'll definitely crack down on it and make it more strict again. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping it's still strict throughout the entire year, because that's what we need for it to all go away anyway.
For graduate student Presley Bowser, Monday was unlike any first day she'd experienced.
My first thought when I came to campus today was it's a ghost town. I haven't been to the middle of campus, but I mean, it just seems like a lot of people are taking online classes.
YSU is taking a blended approach to fall classes, with some in-person, some online, and some a mix of the two. Amy Cosentino, Dean of the Honors College, said despite the unusual circumstances, the students were adapting well and enjoying their first day.
They actually came in pretty well adjusted and ready to learn and ready to be there to support each other.
After a $2.5 million renovation and months of waiting, the Austintown Theater Multiplex is ready to reopen. The 10-screen multiplex, which is owned by Golden Star Theaters, will show its first movie August 28th. The theater has undergone a complete renovation, from seating and signage to a new menu. Opening weekend films include new releases Unhinged and The New Mutants, as well as several classic films, and I'm told a screening of the musical cult classic The Nightman Cometh. And that is going to do it for today's Daily Buzz. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. Leave us a comment in the comments section. Let us know how we're doing. And as always, links to all the stories we talked about today are available in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Mike Moliterno.
But I think YSU's done a really good job at keeping everything, locked down. So I just hope everybody keeps wearing their masks so we can get over this thing and move on and keep everybody safe.
717 Credit Union is paying it forward because we care about our business community. We are offering 6 months of free ACH and domestic wire services through small business payments when you open a free e-business checking account. 717 Credit Union. We are here for your business.